join us, and I'm ready for this one to start up. We have a very odd map pool for you. Believe it or not, we will not see Inferno. Am I right on that, or is that going to be map 3?
I think unfortunately I'm going to have to spoil your thunder. We are going to see Inferno at map 3, but best of 3 series doesn't guarantee that we get there. The first 2 maps we play are Nuke and Vertigo, 2 maps that we've seen basically none of so far in the group stages. We didn't see Vertigo at all, to my knowledge, I think, in the group stages, and we saw Nuke twice.
Wow. That's actually a decent bit for Nuke. But hey, I'm excited for both maps. We have finally reached your full playoff bracket. It is lose and go home. So, tip of advice, don't lose.
Always good advice in my books, and I think something good to look at here is how these 2 teams got to where they are now. Legates Saffron absolutely swept their way through the groups. 2-0. No real issues for them. Scandic eSports, if I believe correctly, they went 2-1. I believe they were the last game in which they knocked out. I can't remember who they knocked out now. They played their way through the lower bracket to get here. They fought tooth and nail, and I think if push comes to shove, they know how it feels to be within the bracket of going home.
I want this game to go 3 maps. I'm not gonna lie to you, as much as I am not a fan of Inferno, I really want to see it as a 3rd map instead of the all-encompassing best of 1. Of course, Vertigo and Nuke, not seen as much, so we don't usually see those here, especially in Volpid, and, well, at all nowadays. Unfortunately, I love to play them when I play ranked in my FPL queues, or in my normal facing queues. I'm not that good at the game. I wish I was, but in my normal facing queues. But in all reality, I wish they were played more.
Yeah, obviously Vertigo, it might be a bit of a Marmite map if you're not quite so in tune to how the players will be playing it. It can just look like a ramp simulator. It can be a bit slow in those mid rounds. You have to walk, otherwise you will give away your side just because the entire map is on 2 levels. It's like Nuke, but even worse. If you walk, the guy on top or below definitely will not hear you. If you run, you've broadcasted your location to the entire map.
It's like you've gone up there with a bullhorn. I'm down here. It's always my favorite thing to do. We're going to take a look over at the bracket. You can see everybody who's made it through their group stage just to see. And I have to say, it's a very rivaled bracket. This one, it's going to be Scandic eSports Talent up against Legates Saffron. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I hope my American isn't showing all that much. But as the knife round starts and just as quickly ends with the entirety of the CT squad disconnecting, well, I don't know who gets choice at this point. I don't know if they're going to try and restart it, but it seems like CT side has been chosen by Legates Saffron. It seems like we will switch sides and warm-up will end out.
Yep, obviously it is Nuke, so CT side inherently favored, but it's the key fact of it's a CT-sided map, but a T-sided economy. If the T-side can get going, it does not matter how favored or unfavored they are in the matchup, they will win.
Yeah, we have a quick disconnection after a loss of knife round because of, well, not things working. I don't know. English is hard, and apparently so is having a knife round go well. So we'll see Legates just, well, wait things out and possibly gatekeep our first best of 3. And I have to say, I'm excited for our first best of 3. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first one here in Season 2 of Volpid. Am I correct?
That is certainly the case. Only best of 1s through the play-in bracket, that group stage, and now that we're here, it is best of 3s until the coveted best of 5 finals to see who will be able to rival Hyena's Unity, albeit we may not see them back here ever again, but they are still the leading team in terms of victories here at the Volpid series.
And for, well, good reason. They happen to be what the Europeans call good at the game. I'm sorry, North Americans aren't too familiar with the whole concept of Counter-Strike and skill. It's usually very separated between them. But I have to say, it is very fun and almost always amazing for us losers here on the what is it, west side of the pond to see how y'all on the east play.
Yeah, we've seen lots of American European rivalries throughout the year, but today we've got ourselves a bit of a inter-European rivalry. We've got ourselves a Nordic team. I believe the entire team is completely filled with Swedes, and we've got ourselves a British team. And if you thought NACS was a joke, I don't think you've seen UKCS for the past CS:GO. I mean, at least you guys got a scene for a while until you all switched to Valorant. The UKCS scene has been in absolute shambles since Source and 1.6.
And I mean, well, it's the UK. I hate to harp on you, but you guys have to face the Danes in the same servers. It's kind of not fair. Like if the UK was playing up against the Americans, you'd look like simples across the board. But you have to play against the Danes and the Dutch, so the double Ds smack you across the face, and it usually doesn't go your way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes with that sort of scenario, it can be a baptism by fire, but in the end, it's not like a baptism by fire where you come out the other side stronger. It's the kind of baptism of fire where you come out the other end charred and burned, and mum pick me up, I'm scared.
I believe that's what Team Liquid felt when they went to play EPL, and, well, justifiably so. They had to face up against Na'Vi, Vitality, the entirety of the angry Europeans, and, well, the extent of their help was Fallen, who is, well, Brazilian. So it made their life a little difficult. We're having a little bit of a server issue. Everything's restarted, so we are going to send it to a quick break. When we come back, I promise we'll actually have the map of Nuke played on stream for, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first times so far this season. Stick with us. Don't go anywhere.
Right! Chippy's gonna be able to find one. It's Storm Raid. Finds another. Oh, he misses! He misses! Get in! Oh, God! It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Apps angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Apps wall. He's gonna try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff.
Yeah, it certainly is. That was a very, very adaptive bomb site defense. Matosh and Seville's, the two players here, falling back once they got the contact. They knew they couldn't fight this primarily. But, oh no, DRD is trying to make this retake a lot more difficult than it has to be. He cuts it out and he wins the 1v3, the 1v4 to a 1v3. I wasn't even casting it because I didn't expect him to be able to do it. And he comes out the bag and clutches it.
Find Guno, and that could be it. The other two players are out of position. They're not going to be able to be there in time. No one's defusing. No one's defusing. They'll be loading clean house. And now we're at 3-3. Gotcha eSports.
Low economy base. Ooh, hello. Looking for another. Now he gets it. That's a triple already for Iron War in the round. Looks to push forward even more. Looking to get yet another kill. The bait comes through, but Elastic does not bait the right corner.
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, he pre-fired. Oh, Woo-choo. 90-degree no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. On box. Get the cross. Retake! Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man! Frosty's got it!
He could have managed that economy well.
Oh! Pushing grabs! He could have a second if he goes for it! He just pushes out again! What is that from QBY? He wants it. He wants to take. He wants to be able to take it. QBY! With an ace! One angle. Right into the crosshair of Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
Contact. In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. Is down. External is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go
to
huge.
clutch this out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.
Seconds, so.
Apologies for the brief delay, but we're getting things right back underway. It's SCE Talent up against Legates Saffron in our first best of 3 of Season 2, and we're kicking things off properly with a knife round that doesn't actually happen. The only way knife rounds should go, as well, they are very difficult to cast and, well, extremely difficult to follow as well. My name's Time Delay. I am joined by Garvicator. I hope I'm saying that right. I think I am.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back into Counter-Strike, to get back into best of 3s, and, well, to get into Nuke.
Yeah, and I have to say, Nuke, very interesting map. Obviously, inherently CT favored, but if you look at it, it can still be very competitive, providing both sides know what they're doing. T side needs to have impeccable utility usage, but if they can get that, then it will be an amazing game here.
We'll have to see it go relatively evenly. In comes this T push early. Legates, however, have been shut down as Mastro is the first to die. Gucci will take a little bit of damage, but it will be the drop down the vents nonetheless, as Epra will make their way down, but looking for the ramp hold. It does not go their way. The bomb is already planted on the bottom floor, and Epra is already taking fights and getting kills as well. It's one for them. They're looking for more on this T side. They're getting just that. Another headshot there as, oh, it's been shut down. Legates with round 1. They open up the best of 3 with a pistol round win.
Always a good thing to win the first round on your own map pick, especially starting off a nice clean pistol round, 3 players there. And interesting thing there, I don't think the Scandic eSports were really considering the fact that there could have been a second man there. It looked down the without much issue, and they didn't really realize until planted that he'd actually gotten down the vents. By that time, they'd already lost the ramp room, but now instead we see quick outside with very little contest, as instead an entire full lobby push has come. And annoyingly for them, the bomb, if the CTs decide to push this, is completely in their hands. The entirety of this round switched. The roles of the CT and the T side have somewhat become muddled in the confusion, as now Gucci picks up one and gives the man advantage, although surprisingly not the HP advantage. He was scored there by Epra, as now 2 rifles, 2 SMGs. Lots of time left to recover the bomb. There goes the Glil with a nice quick kill onto Gucci. And so now we just see Big Eddie. He's going to have to fill his big boy boots here with just the MAC-10. Bit of a difficult task here ahead of him.
Epra's gonna make their way through, and I have to question what the heck the names are here for the T side. The CTs didn't actually know they had the bomb in their grasp. It was on the outside, right on the other side of that garage, so we'll have to see if they can hold things down. But that's exactly what they struggle to do. Big Eddie will be taken out from the side and from Captain Paul. Another round goes the way of Legates. They convert off pistol round, but take some deaths in the process.
They do. There is, however, there's somewhat a little bit of respite here for the CT side. At least you've got kills on all your players, which $300 at least gone into the bank account of every player, and most of those kills were in that second round. So SMGs and shotguns rewarding 900, and again we do see this very quick play, which will be heard by Paul. Is he going to get one? No, surprisingly he gets none. Only 50 damage dealt. Cashapin is able to convert that kill that he started on, and is able to take another as well. Veals picks off one of his own, and now the players side they'd rather not rock smoke. Although, if they're not careful, they won't have to. AK-47 express delivery there by Cashapin.
Jeff Bezos was like, hey, have this one, we'll walk it straight to you. Why did he just walk through a Molotov into multiple players? What is going on there?
Not very sure. I think he kind of fluffed his lines there as well as his spray, and now we do see... not really sure what the CT side wants to do here. They've been awarded the chance of the round, but at the same time, saving over an AK-47 is more than worth what you want. So the MAC-10 wants to go in for maybe a couple of exits there. If he finds the angles here, he could be able to pick up one, but no, he's able to do a bunch of damage down to Mastro, and if he's not careful, he will go down to the bomb. No assist will be rewarded, but some damage dealt at least, and Gucci might be able to pick up a kill here. He hears the player coming round. Not going to check oranges, but he is. He is looking the wrong way. It happens. Mastro is able to get away with his life. Now we see 3-0. Nice quick 3-0. Not much in the way, realistically. And if I have to say, the main enemy so far of Legates, especially in that round, has been themselves.
SCE struggling just a little bit. Unfortunately, a little bit of lack of talent in the early parts of this one here on Nuke. And, of course, it is Nuke, so it's a little understandable. But you can't just let people drop vents like that. You need to make sure you're managing those early points of entry, and he does it again. Why are they allowed to push through that easily? They have barely been denied at all. Barely any utility is available, much less thrown from SCE. And they're struggling to hold anything as the bomb's already planted. Javine is already dead. Big Eddie's soon to follow. Gucci down as well. It's John Deere. The truck can't save you, my friend. The AUG cannot either. It's a 1 versus 5, and the M4 is all that remains between Legates and 4-0.
4-0 definitely looking like it will be the case. We've seen a 1v4 so far in the series, but that was with pistols. Pistols can be understandable, but rifles against rifles, very unlikely. He has the kit, he can get that 5 seconds, but now, physically impossible for him now. Oh, he's gonna go for the ninja! Oh no, don't do it to him like this!
Oh no, he doesn't get it! Oh my, I mean, he was a second late anyway. If he wanted to do it, he would have had to do it a second earlier, and he would have had to make a little less noise going for it. I'm not going to lie to you. It was possible, but you have to time it better. He was just over a second too late, as you do have to have that timer under 1 second when the green light goes on. If it's not, you will blow up, and the T's will win the round.
Not just that. Normally, I have to say, people standing within 3 feet of a bomb don't tend to live to see that sort of scenario again. 5 Deagles seem to be stacked up here, and Emperor picks up a nice first kill, lines up the second. Looks like he wants to go for a third. Aimbots does not favour him today, though. John Deere taking a nice 52 points, chunked off his health there. Picks up 1 team. He might not pick up a second, but he fluffs his lines. Deagle is a fickle mistress, and it doesn't reward him again, as now 2v4 for these remaining CTs. No kit, no utility, not really a hope in the world, but I think they'll find themselves against this rock. The tide will break, just like his skull. Now it's just left onto Big Eddie. Big Eddie, Big Dead. I think that really spells the story of this CT side defense so far in this game.
I have to agree. Big Dead is about the entire story of this CT side for SC. I'm hoping that the T side can turn things around for them. They will bring in another buy and will not be stuck on Deagles alone with no armor, no kits, and, well, no utility. They do bring all 3 into this one, but a flash in through. We're going to see an early push in, but it's Matrus to open up the fragging. Javin is dropped, and I hope, well, I'm not embarrassing any of these players with my awful pronunciation, but Legates continuing on the front foot. Zessy's taken out as well. They can only do nade damage across. The op finally does get a kill back. It's Gucci to get one there with the glass cannon. The op paw will net 1, and that smoke actually missed. I don't know what they're going to try and do with that.
Well, not sure if that was the intention, but it's how it definitely ended out as now 2v4. I think we might have seen this one before, but either way, it looks like it could be going down. same story. But maybe this time 1v3. I think we might see a save here. Gucci, you don't have to do this. Please, just save the orb. You're losing so badly already. Just save the orb.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Epra, he gets the kill. That's a nice double kill in the round here for him. And Epra, as a result of not dying once here, is sitting on $13,750, and we are in round 7. I think that should really spell the story so far this game.
This guy has more money in Counter-Strike than I do in real life. This is not something that always happens, mind you. 7-0 does kind of help their case. Yet to die, and the only one yet to do so here on Nuke. How were they allowed to do that? What? Okay, he's not. Good. I was very concerned. He actually does get through. No, Paul got through. It was captioned to be dropped, but trades are a flurry in the lobby. It's Matrus left alone. And in a 1 versus 3, an op and a deagle in hand, with Gucci holding a close angle. I feel like it could finally be around here for SCE Talent. In comes the peek. Will he get the kill? What are they doing? Get your shots! Finally, Gucci takes him out. The op will be picked up. Gucci, well, finally finishing off that round with the MP9. And we're going to get a quick pause in.
Yep, looks like ping spiking seems to be an issue here for one of the players on the side of Legates Saffron. And although they are winning, it is still always commonly accepted that you're not going to remove the competitive integrity of your game. So we are going to get a reconnect from one of the players. In the meantime, in this technical pause, I think maybe chaos is what's needed here from the side of Scandic eSports. And not to throw too much in the way of Game of Thrones at this, but we might see that chaos is indeed a ladder. And
it seems like we've lost Garvicator. I feel like he was making a good point, but I don't know where he was going with it. I have to say I never watched Game of Thrones myself, and yeah, there you go. I hear you again. Hello there.
Hello there. Maybe I just cut out there. The wonders of technology. It's inconsistent sometimes, but
Oh, you
we
know
love
it.
it
Never
for
trust the
what it
robots.
is anyway. Never trust the robots. I mean, even with the laws of robotics, any movie with that, you already know how it's going to end. Either way, full buys out for both sides, proper full gun round, and we've now seen Epra die for the first time, and he's still got more money than I likely will ever make in my CSGO casting career. So we move on to a proper first gun round, and we might see the first battle outside, and missed shots from both players. Certainly not what either of them would like, but what both of them got. Nice nades going to go in there. Chunks pull down for 35, and Mastro for 17 points of health. As now shots through the smoke do not find their mark, as the T-side slowly advancing here. Looking to make some plays here into under, and that could have gone badly very quickly if Javier had been able to hit shots. But Zessi, he snuck right through behind enemy lines. Veals has to be very careful here, but it won't matter. Zessi caught in the back as he caught his first kill in the back as well. Round there from that point forwards. 2 players left alive here for the T side, as the 7th round eventually finds its way into the Legates.
Matrus unfortunately went from not dying a single time to, well, not getting any kills and dying twice over in our previous couple of rounds. Legates looking to continue with their lead. They have dropped only 1 round so far, and SCE have been stuck on awkward buys, and justifiably so. What did he just walk straight through and oh my goodness. This is why this is happening. They're just walking straight in. They are handing them free frags. There's no reason to do this. You can just see them right in front of you. Peels will get the kill across. It will be captioned to help them out. But SCE, why are they so aggressive?
I think they're trying to play on some of these anxieties of the T side by playing really aggressive, but the weird way that Nuke is designed means that the T side, they have a very defensive early map control, and instead of a successful retake and successful early pushes, instead we just see flurry of frags going in the way of the T side every single time. John Deere in chat, this is a disaster. Yeah, a disaster. There's not really much else to put it. You're 8-1 down on CT side Nuke. You're going into a half buy here. You spend all of your remaining dollars. The star player here for the side of Legate Saffron is 8-3. I say star player. He's not. He's got the most points, but 2 and 5 reads the head scoreline. There's another aggressive push, and the T side have got the A side for free.
The entirety of A is gone. It's a lobby push as the sides have swapped. John Deere will get a kill, but will be traded back just as fast. The round took a total of about 30 seconds, if that, for Legates to wipe out Scandic eSports talent. And they've been having troubles all night, well, for me, all afternoon, and I don't think they're going to conclude anytime soon.
Yeah, the only player here with a somewhat respectable KD, well, I kind of gave it away there. John Deere, 8 and 9, the most respectable KD here on this side. Meanwhile, every single player here on this T side has got at least a 1 KD. We're seeing another push here. First kill goes the way of Legates. Saffron in this engagement, but not all over the map. Big Eddie is able to pick off 1 there, recovers an AK-47. Maybe a slight chance around, but Catchupin removes the hope from his hands as now 2v3. Maybe one of the best odds for their retakes yet, but the smoke and they're going to push straight through it. But sir, you have to be American to know how to pull a proper Stewie 2K, and instead Zessie left alone here. The IGL butchered in the A side that he was supposed to defend. 10-1 on the T side. I have a feeling we could see a very, very, very short game here on the...
On today's episode of how not to be a smoke criminal, don't throw a smoke where you can't see a dang thing while you're in it, but the other team can see you throughout the entirety of it. You could see that smoke went into the corner, and he couldn't see a dang thing more than a bat would, as Zessie's going to hold W outside. John Deere is the one to get the kill with the deagle, but Matrus with a triple, looking for more. They get on to 4, and oh my goodness, a buddy ace between them and Mastro. That's insane. Legates shutting down SCE for another round in a row. It seems like this is a runaway train on this T side, and they cannot be stopped.
And we're gonna have to see if there's a very cheeky weapon I see here off towards the A side, the auto sniper. Any respect here for the C side has been completely tossed as grenade has burst off the doors. Catchupin catches 1 through the smoke there as Zeus drops here into vents. Very interestingly, it's not even a CT side player. HP, weapons, manpower, utility, you name it's all favored the CT side. And oh, Epra,
Oh, no.
don't do it to him. Oh no, the BM. As if it couldn't get any worse already. 2 players left here, and John Deere is going to have to be living in eternal fear for this player that could come up here into heaven. He's going to take the long route. He's not going to take the ladder, but as a result, Gucci's going to see him. Lands a shot. First of the many kills needed to convert this round, as now instead, though, the bomb, as a result of being dropped into the vents early in the round, can simply plant for free here on this B site. AWP and an auto sniper. Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke and not what you'd be retaking a fight with. Instead, Gucci opens the door to the message his teammate's been killed in a smoke grenade. And now, Veals Zeus is him a knife, a Zeus, and an auto sniper. All in 1 round. Guess which one didn't get the kill?
Ironically, the auto sniper, the most effective usually of the 3, and well, when he got the knife down towards that CT side of ramp, I was thinking of a quote from a wise man, and that wise man once said, "Shagged between the shoulder blades." As well, that's what we just saw. This has been brutal. Oh my goodness, Gucci dropped. John Deere soon to follow. Legates have no chill. Paul just killed his teammate with a Tech 9, and it's still going their way. It's 2 players left for SCE. A CZ and a Deagle is all they have remaining. And this one's over. I can't seem to see a reason why this would go the way of SCE here on Nuke. Javian is left alone, and they're dead just the same. It's a double for Veals, a double across as well. The auto's still in hand, the Dak still very much in the favor of the Dutch, and Legates Saffron have no reason to slow down.
Seems like a communal knife round has been called outside. Maybe they will get a chance for the second round, but I think the single round they have got was maybe mercy. I'm not sure what you'd really realistically want to call it, because by the looks of it, if the knife round goes the way of this T side, it is going to be a bit of a short game here. John Deere looking to try and pick up the kill, but no, they get brought out. The BM, but it's not going to matter. I don't think, and yep, there's the USP kill. All the time USP, it's a Zeus kill.
It was a
Zeus. Auto
Zeus.
sniper and this round. This round, it's so cursed. Nice flick though. And realistically, he's just bought them a 1v1. Flashbang is good if he had been standing in the correct place. Instead, Gucci, he's going to look for the B site rotate. He's going to call the bluff here on the A site. And he's going to go into B instead. Or not. No, he's going to go around lobby way. Ironically, that's the wrong choice. As Mastro leaps down vents. And now he's going back outside. They're playing hide and seek.
What are they doing here? One, as you can see, is in the lobby. The other over towards the secret position. And they seem like they have gone vertically. They've gone back to the top floor after unnecessarily dropping vents. It's still into this 1 versus 1. Only 30 seconds left on this clock, and they're going to meet each other. But the question is when. It seems like the answer is now. But where is Gucci? They are hiding in the hut. The bomb will be planted. It will be attempted, but it will be denied. SCE will finally pick up a second round. It took them a string of 7 on the other side to gain it for them. And 13-2 the first half score, going very convincingly the way of Legates Saffron.
I'd like to say it's very depressing the fact that we are likely going to see 3 players on 20 plus kills on the side of Legates Saffron, and I'm not sure we're going to be seeing any more rounds from Scandic eSports talent if they do not win this pistol. 17, 17, 18, 11, 6 here, the kills for Legates Saffron, not a single player KD negative. 9, 6, 7, 5, and 4 there for the side of Scandic eSports talent. Not a single player KD positive. So, yeah, the strategies there employed by that CT side were nothing short of incompetent. I think there's realistically nothing else to say. They were running blindly through smokes. They were charging into the choke points as if that was simply what they'd prepped. And I have to say, if that's what you're prepping, then there's a reason why you're down 13-2.
On to this CT side, go Legates Saffron. They have, well, yet to drop more than 2 rounds, and the dualies are out. As you can see, 3 sets of them here for this CT side. A knife round will be put out, but Matrice will shut that down as quickly as it had started. 3 dualies is all that remains here for Legates, and some arguments going on in chat. Of course, y'all can't see it, but I do think it's pretty funny. Matrice will get yet another kill on the round, dropping Eddie, and oh no, do not peek dualies from close range. They're going to kill you every day of the week. Matrice, another frag, 3 for them. Caption will close things out, 1 for them. Legates on to 14.
Epra, 20 kills, 2 assists, 7 deaths, an average damage per round of 127. I'm not really sure what you can say other than good luck having fun on map 2 if this goes the same way. This is going to be a massacre. First ace Negev here from Paul. No, I don't think the T-side are quite so willing to run straight into this. They do have a Negev of their own, which surprisingly finds its mark, but instead we're going to see 3 kills here from Veals with those dualies. They didn't even bother buying guns here, as now the best equipped buy the T-side is likely ever to have is going to be bought out here in this round. 5 AK-47s are indeed purchased up, 1 player without a helmet, and an amount of utility that you might be able to conquer a small barn with. Not much else, though, as now 5 AKs stands against this. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to call this CT side buy, this accumulation, we'll call it, of weaponry, as the first kill goes the way of the Legates Saffron side. 2 trade kills back, but the next 2 picks do go in favor of the CT side. The 4 remaining players here in the lobby, HP advantage favoring the side. Zeus bought out for Paul here, as it looks like he's going to be trying to bunny hop his way to a safer place, but not straight into the fire. There's now, hopefully they do not make the same mistake. Oh, okay, they're going through a flag. That's an improvement at least.
Legates peeking across. The Negev is dropped. It's Paul taken out, but the reposition across. Captain with one. They look for the second. They look to close out Nuke, but they are denied. Javen will turn it back. SCE will pick up 1/5 of the rounds on the Legates side. They have reached 3, and I have to say, I don't think it's gonna get any further than this.
Yeah, I mean, the CT side, sure, they're on a force spike, but realistically, the CT side, they've got 12 rounds to spend however they want to. If they want to spend it memeing, they can go ahead and do so, and to be honest, they're perfectly at liberty to do so. Amount of kills, and yeah, this one's over. 4v2 weaponry, sure, it may not be the most, but it's certainly all they need. Big Eddie needs to come up with a very big clutch here. Certainly jumping down to take 25 points of health is not the way you'd like to start it. Mastro going in for the knife there costs him his life, and he does spot out the next CT player. Unable to spray him down there, however. Playing with Squeaky Door. Maybe this is some form of psychological torture. Epra isn't able to draw the bead first, though. Now we are indeed in a 1v2. 2 AK-47s against 1. Utility for once favouring the CT.
What the? Oh,
Get
no.
him, please, at least kill him.
Please kill him.
Oh,
Knife
no.
is out. The reposition. He goes around. The bomb is still on top of the ace site, as Big Eddie seems to have heard Captain. But will they get the frag? Captain repositioning over towards the squeaky position. We will see them move all the way around yet again. Ring around the Rosie, and, well, the pockets are not yet full of posies. In comes the peek. Around goes the kill. Big Eddie with the 1 versus 4 on 4 players that really were not shooting back.
Yeah, I think they wanted to go for the knife. Maybe you shouldn't have. I mean, you've got the round to spend, and I said you did. Doesn't mean you have to. But now 5 Deagles, bunch of utility. I think they've let Scandic eSports have their fun here on the first map pick. Albeit, yes, it's Legates Saffron's map pick. But if this is the kind of performance we see from them in the first round, I don't think we're really going to see a very competitive series here, unfortunately. I know you came in wanting seeing it, and I did too, but I'm not sure this is how competitive series start.
I have to agree with you, and justifiably so. Well, it's 15-4. We've seen maps go 15-4 and had those, well, series go the way of the team that has lost, but it's not very often, nor does it happen at this level of the game. A Truce will get the kill across. They look for more, but they are shut down. It seems like SCE will at least pick up 5, at least at this point. Paul with a deagle will move their way up fence, and John Deere, you have headphones on. You are allowed to use them, but apparently he denies doing so. In comes the peek, as Paul will look to close out Nuke here. They will continue to move around. 1 player down, the second will take him out. Big Eddie, another 1vx, but this time it was a desperation one, and, well, the terrorists will take a timeout. They look to try and bring in a reasonable round and possibly make this a reasonable map of Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's more for saving face than actually winning the map. 10 rounds you've likely accepted here on the T side. It's an insurmountable scoreline. Sure, they may say we'll play it round by round, but realistically, inside all those players is the dread of knowing that you are about to go 1 map down here in this best of 3 series. At least you are going over to your map pick. It's not the humiliation of being stomped, absolutely swept on your own. There's 2 tactical timeouts here. You are allowed to use them back to back, and that will be done. 1 minute total of their 2 has been used here on the wait before round 21. I'm not sure if they're discussing tactics or if this is a rousing battle cry here from Zessi to inspire his men for their final charges. Here for the CT side, it's likely to start communications across a pistol round by, get some headshots, and next round we end this.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Legates were like, watch this, and then just ended the round right here. That would honestly be pretty funny and suiting compared to what we saw in our first half. SCE with 4 AKs and a Galil up against 2 P250s, a 5.7, a Deagle, and your default USPS. Javen will look through as that door has already been popped, and Zessie will get the opening. Javen to follow Zessie, another one right after. But Paul with a double in return. They look for more. They are shut down, but it's still reasonable. Veals with the 5-7 are taken out. Big Eddie to close out yet another round. 3 final kills in a row for them, but it is still map point, and, well, the guns are out. It's ARs finally back on the board for Legates here in round 22.
Yeah, assault rifles likely all they need to end it. I don't think they had a full gun round here so far in this game. Well, in this game, yep, they've had one in this game, but not so far here in this. Bit of a strange angle here from Paul. If the T side do pick correctly, they will be able to sweep him off his feet, and not in the style he might have liked, as the first 2 kills do go the way of Scandic. Challenge again, absolutely murking Epra and Mastro on their own side, but that's the flanker killed, and Paul knows it, as now they run straight into the waiting M4 assault rifle of Veals, as now Big Eddie's once again asked to make a big clutch. 1v3, although maybe this time the CT side will shoot back.
It is the goal. Big Eddie, 1 versus 3, looking for yet another clutch and, well, more concluding kills, but I don't feel like it's going to go their way this time around. I think Legates just want to close out Nuke and send themselves onto the 51st and 52nd floors of the Vertigo Skyrise. Matrus holding this long angle. They will get a nice flick. They will close out Nuke. 16-6 your final score, but I don't even think it was that close.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a few signs of life there from that T-side offense, but yeah, other than that, then realistically, all of that was built off the fact that they didn't shoot back against Big Eddie there. I mean, obviously 1v4 clutch is the technical terminology for it, but clutch at least implies that the other team were actually playing to win, which I have to say, looking at that CT side, if that's playing to win, I think we need to re-agree on the definition of winning. But now, as you said, 51st, 52nd floors of Vertigo, and so we are going to Vertigo to see, hopefully, a more competitive game.
That is the goal. We are going to go to Vertigo, and I have a sneaking feeling this is not going to be anywhere near as close as, well, Nuke was. I don't think it will. We're going to take a quick break as the teams take a quick break just the same. Stick with us. When we return, we'll go to those high-rise floors of Vertigo, and it'll be map 2 when we come back.
Right! Chippy's gonna be able to find one. It's Storm Raid. Finds another. Oh, he misses! He misses! Get in! Oh, God! It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Apps angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Apps wall. He's going to try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff.
Yeah, it certainly is. That was a very, very adaptive bomb site defense. Matosh and Sevils, the 2 players here, falling back once they got the contact. They knew they couldn't fight this primarily. But, oh no, DRD, he's trying to make this retake a lot more difficult than it has to be. He cuts it out and he wins the 1v3, the 1v4 to 1v3. I wasn't even casting it because I didn't expect him to be able to do it. And he comes out the bag and clutches it.
Find Guno, and that could be it. The other 2 players are out of position. They're not going to be able to be there in time. No one's defusing. No one's defusing.
Oh my God.
They'll be loading clean house. And now we're at 3-3. Gotcha eSports.
Low economy base. Ooh, hello. Looking for another. Now he gets it. That's a triple already for Iron War in the round. Looks to push forward even more. Looking to get yet another kill. The bait comes through, but Elastic does not bait the right corner.
There's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, he pre-fired. Oh, true. 90%, no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. On box. Get the cross. Get a retake. Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
should have managed that economy well. Oh!
Pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is smart. What is that from QBY? He wants it. He wants to take. He wants to be able to take. Big chance. QBY with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair front. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
Contact. In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go
has
here.
to clutch this out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.
Map 2 is on the cards. We head into Vertigo with Legates Saffron, as you can see on your screen, up 1-0 in maps. We are going to see the peek across early on, and they're going to hold down this B site the best way possible. In comes Zessie. They get a kill of their own, but they're killed just as fast. It's the entirety of the B site shut down. Paul peeks around and will close out your pistol round. Legate Saffron, yet another round, and I feel like they can't be stopped. And it's a different map here, Garvicator.
Yeah, I think there were hopefully falling off the stairs and falling to your inevitable demise isn't going to be a regular theme here for the Scandic eSports roster, but I did see a player fall off the stairs, but Veals might be about to on a kill, so he picked up 2, 3, isn't able to control the spray for the rest of it, but I think out of fairness, as now Epra looks to pick up 2 with his nice big deagle, the hand cannon ringing out several times, but unable to land a single shot, as now the remaining T-side players are resorted to the walking that everybody does here on this map. Got to get in your 10,000 steps a day as Epra goes hunting for these kills. He fights first. Will he check his... The FAMASes pick up all the kills so far here in this round. 5 kills to go the way of the ZT side. 1 to go the way here of this T-side offense, but at least they are getting some guns out early. Orp picked up here for Gucci. No utility and no arm. Full glass cannon there, and very little util here for the rest of this T-side. However, One liberty they do have is the CT side could definitely have a bit of a better arsenal here. 2 FAMASs and an MP9, not the ideal weaponry, but it's what they're going to be using here. Is Epra is going to take some very aggressive positioning here. With lots of Molotovs, it looks like they're planning straight through this. Gucci though makes that up, seeing Mastro eliminated here on this A site. Not sure if they're going to count for this aggression though. He picks up. Oh! He picks up 3! The spray down there, absolutely brutal. He goes for the next kill, isn't able to convert it, but I don't think it matters. He's won the round for them right there and then.
That's the entire round going the way of Legates off of a FAMAS play triple spray down. That's the second time we've seen 3 players die to that exact same FAMAS. Legates, a 3rd in a row. SCE onto a broken force buy. It's 3 MAC-10s, a Galil, and that AK-47 up against now a very dangerous wide array of ARs, 2 M4s, 2 AKs, and that glass cannon. The Prince will look to open up royalty, but they cannot as they get dropped. Big Eddie and Javen with kills of their own. Mastro turns it right back, but Gucci a frag across. Peels is turning things right back around as a flurry of kills on this A site go evenly. It's into the 2 versus 2.
Very chunky nade there onto Gucci. It's a nade that you don't really see that often. I mean, anybody with any knowledge of the Series 1, I said the wallbang wasn't that often. That nade isn't that often either, but that's really going to here, or not. Oh, the CT side have read this completely. They know that there's only one site if they go fast. The second player is coming in now. Positioning, though, definitely favoring here the CT side, and that's they can just stick this. Veals is going to go straight through, and he's going to get the positioning. 3 kills in the round there for him. There's now 8 kills on Veals. We saw Epra with hundreds of kills, or so it seems there in that first map. Now Veals has picked up the torch. He's gonna carry the flame for as far as he can, and hopefully for Legates Saffron, in their eyes, that's a 2-0 victory.
There were 6 kills within 25 seconds of the beginning of the round. That's an insane tally. As well, we're going to look to see more early on. Matrus misses an op shot, but stays alive. How are they allowed to stay alive? Master will be taken out, but Veals turns it right back around onto 9 kills for them. Captain looking across. They're going to be peeked into and somehow miss shots of their own. Legates Saffron, uncharacteristic misses as, oh, nice pop flash. Big Eddie can't see a dang thing. Looking for more is Captain, but they will be denied for the time being. That Molotov will come through, the John Deere peak will come in, and Matrus is dropped with that AWP. It's back into the 3 versus 3.
3 versus 3, definitely one of the most interesting scenarios we can throw against you here as John Deere makes that opening once more. Maybe a little less than he'd like to, but every single song has its highs and its low. The flow here, though, of the game very much still in Legate's favor, as well as the HP advantage is now the man advantage as well. Veals looking to make a 4K and round out this round quickly. Is 5 rounds looking almost inevitable here for this CT side. Missed shot there from Gucci. Just the edge of the head, isn't able to quite find the lineup through the box, and it cost him his life. And so now Veals, these people have families, you know. You don't have to. You don't have to do this. You're nearly at a 200.
I feel like at this point it's just brutal. The CT side cannot seem to be stopped. They are continuing on and on with flurries of frags and isolating kills to the best of their ability. That smoke will brutally miss, and Veals will play one way, as it's a B rush to come through. That nade will only hit 1, but not enough onto them. Javen will open things up, and SCE, a reasonable retake into this B site, but it will not go as far in their direction as they would like. John Deere playing close on the E-box. They will get one. It is Big Eddie to actually get that opening kill, but it's now into the 1 versus 3. Mass throw across. They will get a second. They look for a third. It is Big Eddie behind this default position. They are going to be found. The headshot will come through. 4 bullets is all that remains. They look for the headshot, but they will be shut down. Gucci will net SCE Talent their first round here on Vertigo, and that opening round is all important as it allows them to build off of it.
Fortunately for them, though, that's not going to be the end of this game for them. 1 round, 1 victory does not make you a conqueror, as now 5-1 reads the scoreline. Force Buy does come out here for this CT side, albeit it's not really much of a force onto their economy, as we do see Paul. He's going to be able to come over that smoke and that Molotov and come flooding in sight once he hears the footsteps. Indeed they do. Mastro is able to do some very strange things with that human flashbang, as now these Deagles seem to be converting all the kills they never... When he used to have 5 men, now he has...
Carvacator keeps dying on us. It's Zessie left alone, and they do end up falling. I'm sorry, I can't seem to stop laughing. Carvacator, at random times your voice just keeps cutting out when you're like yelling. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very entertaining from a caster perspective.
I have to just talk quietly. I have to be like hyped, but quiet. This is going to be the most depressing cast ever if I have to be hyped and quiet. I just have to leave it all to you.
I'm sorry. I hate to do it to you. A little bit of information for everybody. If anybody has seen the Op Prince on, I believe, the Legates Saffron side, that is, well, to say the least, a very expensive AWP, and those are some very expensive deaths. It's 3 for Veals. They look for more. They're gonna get a 4th as well, looking for the ace. It is Gucci left alone. They sit at the top of ladder. They look to find out and deny Veals of the ace. They do just that, but they almost jump to their death. They may be knifed, but it's Matrus to shut them down. And I feel like a reasonable knife could have come in there, but it will not come through. The 4K from Veals will shut down the eco attempt from SCE Talent. They're forced onto another awkward buy, as for some reason, we are seeing T-sided double ops on Vertigo.
I don't think it's really going to matter here. I'm going to say this now. Veals, if he continues on, I think we plus 50k. Forget 30k and 40k. We'll probably see a 50k here for Veals if he plays like the... I don't even know if you can call him a man anymore. This man playing like God. As Javine is able to pick up the first kill. Moment's respite, perhaps, but as soon as these players come into the site, then it will be a fight for their lives once again. 4v5 means nothing if you're able to the angle, but exploiting angles mean nothing if you can't exploit the spray, as Mastro just shows us why. Matrus, though, nice kill there, gripping off the head of Javier, as now the Molotovs will flood into the site. Feels bit John Deere, but there's still enough to make this possible. If anything, purely based on the low health there of 2 of these players, is now John Deere left on 5 HP. He's been spotted through the smoke. He picks up 1. 5 points of health left. If he lands his Molotov, then he can just kill him, and he lines him up on the edge of the smoke. 3 kills, nice 1v3 there, saves over the orb, and that CT side cannot be stopped.
This is brutal. A 1 versus 3, and the old op rule was not followed. What's the old adage there? Chat, help me out here. I don't remember the name of it, but the op rule where you drop the op to the low HP player. There were 2 low HP players in that situation, and the op still stayed on the player that had 100% of their HP remaining. Double flashes down in this position. It's Javier to just walk through, and they actually get the kill. They will open things up, but they're traded right back onto. Playing the pixel angle is Matrus, but they're killed as they peek across. Mastro will get the only frag on the side of Legates, but it's turned right back as into the 4 versus 3, the T side on the attack and on the offensive yet again.
Veals picks up 1 though, looks to pick up another, as this man never seems to miss. He might die, but it doesn't mean he's going to miss shots before he does. Veals, we're 9 rounds into the game. You're on 21 kills. You have an ADR of 213. You've got 111 utility damage and a 4.20 KD. That's a pretty nice KD. By the way, Paul looks like he's going to be the one to try and round out this round, as one player does get through that Molotov, but it doesn't matter. Veals, he's already here. You can never seem to get away from this man. He's the Terminator. He will find you and he will kill you. Obviously, wrong movie reference there. not even intentional, but you know, he's going to take away your life. We'll say that much at least. As the AWP angles very difficult to maneuver here around this B site, and Feels with 23 kills now in this game, and an average damage per round of 218.
This guy has a higher ADR than I do an IQ. And, well, that's not entirely impossible. It's, well, still difficult. At least I like to think so. I'm not really sure what my IQ is off the top of my head. I haven't looked at that thing in like 4 years. And, well, I think it's out of my own safety, out of that one. Veals looking for more. They will get one only in this round. Finally shut down to a, well, solo kill in a round. Matruse, however, will take out Zessie. It's a 3 versus 4. SCE on the back foot yet again. And it seems like they can't net a single round other than the one they've already got. Javen will turn it back as it's into the 3 versus 3, an even keeled up round. But, well, with Legates on this CT side, every round is anything but even, and you can see exactly why. Paul with 1, they look for more. The turn still nets them a bunch of damage, and Caption from behind will take out Big Eddie. Gucci, planning in default, is left alone, 1 versus 2. Flashbang will come over. They can't see a dang thing. It's the assist from Paul, the flash assist from Matruse, and Legate Saffron onto 10 rounds. Only 11 rounds into Vertigo.
Yep, and what you just saw there is Cap's Jin didn't even need to hit the floor before he made that kill for real. When SC was still in the air when he landed the shot, and, you know, getting drop shot on and absolutely dominated. You would think this is one of your matchmaking games, not the quarterfinal of the Volpid series, but it is. And once again, full buy here for this CT side. Whenever a round seems to get close, somebody's almost always able to pull it over the line. And the only reason why I say almost is there's only been haven't, as now Paul, the aggression here on the T-ramp, it's not gone too well for them this time. They are able to trade it back, but the kills are still going the way this picks up 2, he runs straight through the smoke and he picks up a 3rd. John Deere, the only man left alive. They're not sure where he's hiding. He's able to slip the net, but he doesn't have the bomb. To make sure a 1v4 here happen would be very difficult. He takes his tide, his kill every round. And unfortunately for him, he's dropped below a 200 ADR. Absolutely despicable performance here from him. How can you drop below a 200 ADR? Only 25 kills by round 12? Absolutely pitiful.
This is disappointing. Veals really dropping off. I feel like they've really dropped from their prime, as this is the up prince I was referring to. It's quite literally so rare you cannot find it on the Counter-Strike Steam market, nor on D market. So I've actually looked around a couple places, and the cheapest I've found it is on CS Money at just over $5,000 USD. So there's your little fun fact of that costs way too much money today. Captain and Veals with 2 kills, 1 each, and Veals peeks in, they get 2, they line them up for 3, and finding the 2 remaining players puts Legates onto 12, and I have to say, I think I've said it already, Vertigo, this is not looking close whatsoever.
Do you think he's going to be able to hit 30 kills by the end of the half? Because I think he certainly is. He needs to get 2 kills in 2 rounds, and if anything, we're probably going to see an ace and a 4K, knowing as now the T side is just going to elect to rush straight into the ramp room, and it looks like 13-2 or 14-1 could very easily be the scoreline. One again, Epra Matrusis picks up 1, and Catchapin picks up another 2. Epra's picking up all the kills here on this A site as Matruse for the 3rd, looking for the 4th, and he gets it. 4 kills there with the AWP, only $400, but the feel-good frags nonetheless, as he gets a chance to bump his stats up from Veals. He's so greedy, 28 kills, he's stolen all of the opportunities there from his teammates, although looking still certainly possible to make the 30-kill half a reality here. AK-47, he's going to choose to make this this previously insurmountable quest with. Now, though, knives in the back of these T players already. I think the communication have already begun to break down. Epra picks up 1 there with that auto sniper. Kashipin picks up another. It looks like Veals is going to get 30 kills, but it looks like he's disciplined. He's not going to throw away the round if it means it. And now he only gets 29 kills by the end of the half. Only 29 in 15 rounds. I can't believe I'm saying this.
This is a really close Vertigo map. And Veals being held 29 kills, very, very skillful from SCE talent. Javen on 10, we've seen them frag out through and through. Add /S to the end of that statement. Thank you very much. But it's just been such a struggle for SCE to do anything of use on any map we've played. Nuke, the only reason it went their way was because they were given rounds. You saw them going for knives, going for the style points, and I feel like if we were in any kind of contest, they would have been given, I'd say a 6 or a 5 out of 10 on style points for Legates because, well, they just didn't get the final knife kill. They did, however, get a Zeus, a knife, and an auto kill, all in the same map. So, skillful from them, but none of those were the concluding kills, so I have to give them only half points.
Yeah, unfortunately, only half points here, but I don't think Veals and the rest of the Legates Saffron are really going to care, considering I don't think that Scandic eSports going to get half the points of Veals. There we go, make 30 kills before round 16. And reality is now this man can't seem to stop getting frags. Is Zessie the only man left alive to deny match point here to the Legates Saffron? These Roman helmets seem to be protecting the noggins of the Legates a lot more. Whatever seems to be shielding the skulls here for the side of Scandic eSports. There's now Zessie, an albeit very difficult clutch. He gets one, but the trade is there for Veals. Picks up 3 kills in the round. Ends with a 5.33 KD, 186 ADR, as now they look to make this the final round of not just this map, but the entire series.
I'm looking at my watch. The stream started an hour and 15 minutes ago, and we are already on match point here in a best of 3. I have seen best of 1s last longer than these two combined maps. We will see Gucci with one, but Big Eddie is dropped. Gucci looking for another. They are afforded yet another kill, but the peek in, Matrus will shut them down. Javen and mid will get a kill of their own, and we may see a second round. We do! SCE pick up round 2 for them. And a skillful one at that. Very superior. I feel like they have a shot at a comeback here.
They certainly do. I mean, we say that, and then we look at the scoreline, and we realize they're 13 rounds behind. And then we look at Veals' scoreline of 32-7. And then we realize that Veals trying to steal all the frags isn't even a possibility. The next player down has 17. And there's 17 rounds played. I mean, we've been focusing on his ADR a lot, but 93 and the next one's down. I mean, the Eagles seem to be all this team needs to get their kills and get the kills. They pick up one nice and early, although maybe not this round. The tide is being taken. 1 kill so far for the Legates Saffron. Of course, it is on Veals, although Paul makes it 2. Doesn't have the bomb, though. He picks up another. Is he going to make this work with just an Eagle? Don't do it to them. He doesn't. He spares them the humiliation of taking all of them out with Eagle Mag. John Deere gets 4 kills of his own, but at this point, gun round won't be coming out this round. Full eco likely going to be the call here from the side of Legates Saffron. No reason to give the Scandic eSports side more rounds than you have to. 1 smoke grenade picked up, and it looks like they're going to run straight into a ramp here. Maybe try and obscure your enemies from your location. But other than that, not much that they're going to be able to do as they charge straight up into the fire and the flames. Though not much of those, just a hail of bullets. As now the Glocks pick up 1, though, however. Right, they pick up another. Are they going to win this with Glocks? Oh, no. The series... It's fitting it should end this way, but it doesn't have to. An absolute humiliation here. They're gonna win it. They had $300. They had a smoke grenade and they won it.
That
Scandic eSports.
What the? we saw the end of match graphic come up around early, and I have to say it was very fitting foreshadowing. That was not close. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 33 kills in 19 rounds for Veals. Looking at their ADR, it was only 159. Extremely disappointing from them, and they didn't even top the utility damage charts as Paul took that one away from them, even though Paul only had 11 kills. And I say only, but it was 19 rounds on Vertigo. That is certifiably absurd from them. That's nuts.
They weren't even playing the T side for most of that. They were playing the CT side. They were playing the side where you sit on your bomb site and they run to you, and if they go to the other bomb site, you don't get very many kills. And he was still able to make 29 kills before the end of that. Zessie, what do you have to say? Is there anything you'd like to throw out before sort of try and soften the blow, maybe? That didn't go the way you planned, I have to say.
No, it didn't. Well, actually, we didn't have anything planned, so it went better than planned. But still, as Paul said in the beginning, they win with no monitor. Today it was the opponent who was playing no monitor, though.
Yeah, obviously, no monitor, all skill.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously it's your fault you decided to play with the monitor. I mean, how could you make such a rookie mistake?
I don't know, man. It just happened. I mean, there wasn't that before the game. It was quite chaotic because I was in a Faceit game before this game started, and yeah, that's quite unlucky. And then we got in, and we didn't know if Yonde would come because he talked with our Big Eddie, and then he said that AC would play instead. But yeah, and then we got him last second, and there was a lot of misunderstanding and Legates switching teams wrongly after the beginning, and then on Nuke it just came out to a troll show. We was behind 8-1, and then we started to troll a bit, and then it was quite sad, and we were ended the half 13-2, and then on T side we actually tried to do something but lost pretty quickly as we didn't have any rounds to play around. So
I have to say it was a close best of 3. I looked at my watch. The stream was up for an hour and 19 minutes at the time of the game ending, and you guys had a total of only 9 rounds between the two maps. And I have to question: was it just not having anything planned, or was it a mixture of that and that the fact that this Legates team happens to know how to shoot straight?
I mean, we didn't have anything planned. In the beginning, one of the talent players left, and then they had a hard time actually finding a player, and then I ended up standing in for them. But we didn't have any practice with it because I also have my own team with our own games with the main team. So we didn't have anything practiced at, and then we just went into Nuke, not knowing how to play together on that map, and then into Vertigo with a few Faceits together. But yeah, nothing planned. And
I mean, yeah, to be fair to you, there's not really much you can do to plan against the 29 kills Veals in the first half.
Nah, that was insane. He needs some credit.
That was, I'm not gonna lie to you, Veals was a little rude throughout our 2 maps, dropping a total of 33 frags through the 19 rounds of Vertigo. Did you guys have any comms on how to possibly deal with that, or was it just try and kill him, oh, we're dead?
I don't think we realized, actually. We didn't, in the code, we didn't say anything about him. It was just, okay, we died again, Veals got a kill. It was not about like having 29 kills in a half. It was just normal communication, and yeah, it didn't go well. But we didn't try specifically to close him down, as we have seen on the main team. We have seen teams do before, actually straight up trying to close one of our players down in Manesi. I know Exit Sweden said that in their interview last week, that they were actively going to try to shut down Menesi, but yeah, we didn't shut Civils down this guy. Yeah, this match.
It was a little bit of a struggle for you. Consolations, my friend. You do reach the top 16 if my math is top 8. Top 8. My math does suck. Yeah, apologies for that. I don't know how to do math. That's tomorrow. I didn't have to worry about it today. But thank you very much for joining us. Consolations and, well, congratulations on reaching the top 8. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, Garbicator, I don't know. Do we have an interview from Legates? I'm honestly not sure. I have not been told. If so, we better have Veals.
Yeah, I think Veals is the obvious choice. I mean, like, to say that he was played like Simple this game might have been an understatement. Sure, Simple is amazing, but even Simple might struggle to drop 33 kills in 19 rounds on a map he barely plays.
Oh, hold up. I have been told who our interview is. It is, and you are going to hear me correctly, I'm not going to misspeak here, the entire Legates team.
There's 1, 2, there's 3, 4.
Oh my, that's please remove your microphone from the back of your throat. But I have to say, gentlemen, congratulations on the win, and dropping a total of 9 rounds between 2 maps, taking about 70 minutes to complete it, including starting and the break. That's insane.
I didn't think we were going for like a speedrun any %, but it's what it ended up as, I have to say. You even did it glitchless, which is what I was surprised about. Although to be fair, there has to be something wrong with 33 kills in 19 rounds. Did you go onto his computer and just like program the gun or something? Because I have to say I've never seen anyone shoot that straight.
He had a party to attend to. He had to go to a party, so I had to close it out quickly, man. It was like, come on, guys, come on, we need to rush this. So I was like, oh, come on, man, just make it fun. But no, this guy was like onto something. He wanted to end this.
On to something. Do we need to like have a drug test done here? With massive amounts of.
I mean, I don't
think he's got steroids in his veins, just injecting straight headshots into his arteries. That has to be what's going on, right?
I mean, the thing, he's going to a party, so I don't think a test will be pretty accurate after the party.
That's what he'll do. That's absurd. I have to question, since Veals is not here, ironically we get everybody other than the top fragger. Was he just on a mission? Was he like, alright, I have something to do, let me just go run around the map like a chicken with my head cut off and kill the entirety of the enemy team multiple times? Was that like the comms there, or were there even any comms? Did you guys just have music blaring, like the Russian head bombing music, while just running throughout the map?
I mean, everyone was just doing their own thing, and to be honest, I completely forgot we had civils in our team. I was like, I looked at the score, I saw like 25 kills, I was like, where the fuck did this guy come from? I was so confused, I thought we were playing without him.
So yeah, I didn't know Legates had the buyout for such a high-profile Russian player, but, I mean, certainly you found the money somewhere. He certainly showed his weight in gold today.
I mean, I bought him for a bag of peanuts, so I mean, it was worth his weight in gold. So,
a skillful finish from you guys. Every one of you dropping a 1.0 KD or higher, and that had to take some effort, especially with Veals dropping, well, double-digit kills by I think the 4th round or something. Yeah, round 5th round. That was nuts, and well. Something to write home about, especially there. I do have one request as a caster. Change your names to something that is in English for the next time out. It is extremely difficult.
My name is English.
All right. This is what I had to read. You ready?
You're speaking to a British CS:GO team.
There was, quote, you ready for this? Capitine Paul, USB Veals, Mass Throw, that was okay. Matrus was okay, but it was like Matrus Epra's little brother, or Captain Epra's little brother. Like, what's going on here? I was extremely
How many brothers does Epra have? Is the entire Legates team just like one family CS:GO team?
I mean, basically the kapitein basically means captain, so he was like, you know, like the mentally the captain of the team, and then Matrus basically is like a sailor, like in Dutch. So we were basically like mimicking being on a ship. Yeah, the other guys just dipped, I guess. Yeah, it was just basically me and Paul.
If he did say "I
Exactly.
captain" whenever he called a strat, I'm.
I mean, he didn't even say anything, so that was pretty difficult to do.
Yeah. If you could at least simplify them a little bit, be amazing. Or at least DM us before, like slap it in the community general chat and be like, hey, this is how you pronounce things, because we were trying to just shove around names like well, like Wheels was running around the map. On the bright side, Veals was getting the predominant amount of kills for the team, so we were able to talk about him for a lot of the time, and it's
that saved us a lot of embarrassment, I imagine.
Yeah, so, well, thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate the hopeful help as we head into the semifinals. Congratulations on a top 4 playoff berth.
Thank you.
Well, we'll see you then.
Thank you. We'll see you then.
Yeah, thank you.
We play no monitor.
Shut up.
What the fuck?
You left?
I believe his exact words were, "We play no monitor." That is what I just
They
heard.
play no monitor. They play no monitor.
Where did this guy go? He just went away.
We play no monitor. Exit call. Yeah, that was great.
It's basically a sequel of what Paul told you guys in the previous interview. So I mean, confirms it basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on with my camera? I'm
That's a good
honestly not
question.
sure. I'm currently megally pixelated. Both of those words are not English. Both of those words are not English, which is ironic because that's the only language I speak. That and fluent sarcasm.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Pamal?
What?
Yeah, no, I don't. No.
Wait. Je vois.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's English.
We
Yeah,
switching to France?
Yeah, we speak.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't speak French
Oui,
well.
oui,
I haven't
monsieur.
taken a class since like freshman year.
I dropped France as soon as I could, to be honest.
For understandable reasons. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Nobody here's being the next Kenny S. Yeah, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it, and well, we appreciate the brief insight on why Veals was just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. We'll see you guys in semis.
Alrighty. See you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, Garvicator, that quickly closed out our best of 2. It took 90 minutes for both interviews, a brief break, a brief starting screen, and 2 speedy alternating maps, both, of course, going the way of Legates Saffron. Is that some foreshadowing for possibly the semis and the finals?
If we want to see competitive games, I hope not, because you know, I had plans for this evening. That was plans to cast this game, and now I have to fill the time. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm a CS:GO caster. Do you think I have a?
Yeah, I would say neither of us really have a social life out of this. We're both casting Counter-Strike on a Monday. I know I'm gonna go cast some Rainbow Six Siege in about 5 hours. So if you want to go catch that, it'll be on my Twitter. By the way, go follow my Twitter because I said so. You can find it somewhere at some place. I'll probably put it.
You should always trust everything you see on the internet. Everything everybody says on the internet.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody ever lies on the internet.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, no monitor. You have to believe that they played no monitor.
Why would you believe any different? That's exactly what they said. There's no reason to not believe what they said. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Brief information on the remainder of the quarterfinals. It is Wednesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central European summertime, because they are still on summertime until the 22nd of September. So keep an eye out for the change in time, by the way. But that's when you will see your next 2 quarterfinals. If my reading does serve me correctly, it is Bastaccini Depeche against Gacha eSports, and then Scandic eSports main, not talent, main, up against Alcatraz Blue in succession between Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be on both of those casts, so if you want to see me again, you can tune in 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central European summertime. See you then. My name's Time Delight. I was joined by Garvicator. Erturk was in the background background, the Turkish man himself running production, the amazing man himself, was making sure you could see all of these beautiful cinematics. And of course, it was Juke on cams to make sure you could see everybody's perspective in game. Thank them both. I know Juke has already left us because he's mean, but they're both pretty awesome nonetheless. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys Wednesday.
Right! Chippy's gonna be able to find one in Storm Raid. Finds another. Oh, he misses! He misses! Get in! Oh, God! It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Apps angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Apps wall. He's gonna try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff.
Yeah, it certainly is. That was a very, very adaptive bomb site defense. Matosh and Sevils, the two players here, falling back once they got the contact. They knew they couldn't fight this primarily. But, oh no, DRD, he's trying to make this retake a lot more difficult than it has to be. He cuts it out and he wins the 1v3, the 1v4 to 1v3. I wasn't even casting it because I didn't expect him to be able to do it. And he comes out the bag and clutches it.
Find Gudo, and that could be it. The other two players are out of position. They're not going to be able to be there in time. No one's defusing. No one's defusing.
Oh my God.
They'll be loading clean house. And now we're at 3-3. Gotcha eSports.
Low economy base. Ooh, hello. Looking for another. Now he gets it. That's a triple already for Iron War in the round. Looks to push forward even more. Looking to get yet another kill. The bait comes through, but Elastic does not bait the right corner.
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, he pre-fired. Oh, Woo-choo. 90%, no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. And around it on Zubok. I'm going to get this cross. It'll be a retake. Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
He could have managed that economy well. Oh,
Pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QBY? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to say QBY with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair Frosty. And he shuts it down. As now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prisoners. Frosty with a third.
Contact. In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to
clutch this out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.